This time around, I am not in voice comm because everyone in this group has done this dungeon, so we're just pretty much relaxing and just getting the dungeon over and done with. So for each boss, I'll just give a quick rundown of what you do during the boss fight. Oh yeah, I should show that. So for all these dungeons that I've been doing and I will do in the future, this is my gear set. So you can see here, I'm not even using anything really good. This is all stuff I got when I just hit level 80. All of this magifying and crit damage and blah blah blah. It's just like messed up stats everywhere. But I mean, you can see here I'm still using level 75, 77 amulets and all that stuff. This gear is not even that great, but you can still complete these dungeons. So I can only imagine how much easier these dungeons would be to complete if I was wearing the appropriate armor set. Like for example, a lot of people are into the Berserker set, but the Berserker armor set's not really actually that useful. I mean, yeah, it gives you a lot of critical damage, but you lose all your survivability. So it's not really that good of an armor set. I actually prefer the Knight armor over anything else. Gives you the toughness, power, and some vitality. So you actually survive a lot longer. But that's just my personal opinion. Also, as a warrior, if you haven't, I'd really recommend using the longbow. The longbow is very, very useful. So here I'm just changing my traits to the ones I use in parties. What was the other one? Here, you have to shout, and then Elite Banner. And the reason why I use 2 banners and For Great Justice is because of the cooldown of For Great Justice. So yeah, we're gonna kill the Ghost Eater first. He's the easiest one out of all 3. But yeah, like I was saying, the reason why I choose the defense banner is it just helps out, and because Makito here, he uses the tactics banner, so we just throw down those 2 banners together and we literally just kill everything. So yeah, like but when you could speedrun Citadel of Flame, what I did is I didn't like the armor set. I thought it was really ugly on female warrior or female heavy armor classes in general, so I just salvaged all of them. I bought all the armor, the 30 token part ones, and I just salvaged them for the ectoplasm because I just hated the armor. Now that I look back on it, it probably wasn't the best idea because I wanted to make alts now, so yeah, that wasn't a very good idea of me, but whatever. It's not like these dungeons are hard to begin with, so. So you can see there, Makito, he's throwing down his tactics banner. I generally don't throw down my banners unless there's a boss around, but. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Kill these gargoyle heads. They shoot up flame. So just get rid of those really quick. Alright, so the Spider Queen has spawned. But again, you don't really need to worry about her yet. Just destroy these gargoyle heads. So you can see there, For Great Justice, 9.5 seconds of Fury, and 30 seconds of Might. And that goes to everybody in the 600 meter range. So it's very useful. So here I'm throwing down my banner, throwing down the longbow F1 skill and the number 3 skill. Basically what happens when you use the F1 skill is it's a combo starter. And if you use a blast finisher on it, you give area might. So you can see here again I got area might. So you can just see like how many stacks of might I have right now. I have 23 stacks of might. And everybody in this area that I'm throwing this down in is getting that same amount of might. And you're also getting might from 4 Great Justice on a 25-second cooldown. And then you can also throw down your elite banner during these boss fights. So a warrior is very useful in dungeons. I know a lot of people say, oh no, bring a guardian instead. Guardians are good, but a warrior, if played properly, can be just as good. You can just see here, I just consistently have 20 stacks of might. It never goes down, and just keep having more and more and more stacks of might. This is what happens when you know how to play your class. You know, these bosses, they just die really quick. So there we go, the boss is dead, and then we just continue up here. So here there are those little teleporting lizard things. They use stealth and everything, so don't go up this tunnel yet, wait for them to come down and then lure them out here. This guy right here, he does a lot of damage, so you want to focus these breeders first, because the breeders, they spawn more gravelings. So just burst this thing down really quick. Just run out of that. Scream. And pretty much just AoE. This guy kind of hits hard, so I'm gonna throw down my defense banner anyways. So you can just look at the boons on everybody. You can see everybody's consistently having might on them. That's how you get through these dungeons, is just planning out how you can be useful to the group. Not just trying to do a lot of single target damage, but thinking of how you can bring more utility to your group. What? Anyways, you just run up here. Trying to dodge these. But yeah, after this dungeon, I'll restart my game. Because that's the dungeon fix patch. That'll actually help me get my obsidian shards for my legendary. Alright, so here is the, I guess, main first boss. A lot of people tend to have a problem with this. Just fight in the room, target the mesmer first, and watch this guy. When he starts to do a little charging up, he's going to pull you and then do a really, really high damage DPS attack. So right there, dodge, or not dodge, just like a noob like I am. I should get it next time though. I kind of botched that. Trying to res. Alright, so now you dodge. To dodge that, you can see there, he didn't pull me that time. When you're fighting this boss, or trying to kill these two silver mobs, just keep an eye on him, so you know when he wants to pull you. So there he's going to pull again, so dodge. And you evade it. Generally this fight is a range fight. It just makes things easier. You can melee him if you want, but it just makes things easier if you're in range area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break aggro real quick. And I'm going to equip my rifle, because the rifle does more damage than the bow. So there we go. I mean, it doesn't do more damage necessarily, just more burst damage, I guess is what I mean. So there I'm throwing down my elite banner. Just more damage. It just consistently gives a buff as well, swiftness, fury, and might, so it's pretty good. So there again, dodge, saw that, we evaded it, except for Flare. That's all you have to do during this fight, is just dodge that. And dodge again. It's fine if people drop down, just go and res them immediately, and you should have no issues. And then we go dodge again. That's it. That's all you have to do in this boss fight. Wait till you see him charging up his spin attack, dodge it, and keep shooting him at range, or melee if you want. There we go. I also forgot to put on my food, but whatever. I'll put it on now. Also, after fights are over, grab your banner. Use your number 3 skill if you're a warrior, just to give some speed boost. And you just hug this wall and jump down these stairs to avoid the traps. Here we're gonna wait for the rest of the group to get here. This spider is like OP, it has so much HP, and it's so small it makes no sense. Wow, you got that off a... That's pretty cool. Alright, so everybody's here. So here you can re-equip your bow. You don't need the rifle at the moment. If you're a warrior, I highly recommend you bring a bow and rifle with you at all times, alongside your 2 main melee weapons. And then, so yeah, here you just go, 4 people, go up here, have the tankiest person in your group stay at the bottom to pull mobs. And so here you just spring the traps. So here mine's like at the bottom right corner. This one up here would be the top right, that one over there would be the top left, and that one over there would be the top, or bottom left, pardon me. I have no idea where Flare is, or Larvix. I guess he's gonna man that one down there. It's okay. I'll just man these 2. So you wait until they get into your area, like that. You can see there, and you just spam it again. Oh, here come the breeders. So the breeder just continues to spawn these gravelings, so you want to kill her first. Or it, I'm not sure what it is. So I'm just going to keep running between these 2, spamming them. You don't have to go down here. You can just continue using the traps. I was just going down there to have fun.
Okay, that's enough bait. Let's go.
This Graveling's AI seem to bugged out. So yeah, once this is over, just teleport back to this main waypoint, and then just head north. Just a little time saver. So some of these champion mobs, they do drop silver in this game. So I believe there's 2 mobs in this dungeon. This mob itself, the last boss, also drops silver. This guy, I believe he drops 5 silver. So this is the only time those foods that give silver actually come in handy, because these mobs usually almost always drop silver. So if this mob drops 5 silver, if you use an Omnon bar, it'll drop 7 silver. So it's just a little bit more silver. Oh man. So yeah, this guy hits really hard. Just want to get rid of the breeder first though. As always, the breeder is the first one to die. Otherwise it'll just keep spawning Gravelings. I'm lagging. Not sure where this lag's coming from. There we go. Just had a little lag spec there. The NPCs, you don't need to really worry about rezzing them. I mean, they do damage, but it's not really worth the time spending to res them. You're better off just doing damage. Generally, if an NPC dies, you can just run to the next part of an event and the NPC will just respawn. So see there, I got 7 silver because I have this Omnon bar that gets 50% more gold. If I didn't have this, I'd only get 5 silver. Alright, so we're at the final boss area. So here, this NPC is going to be repairing these cannons, and while he's repairing them, you have to defend him against these ghosts. Now, you target the ghost in this order. You kill the Mesmer, then the Necromancer, then the Elementalist, then the Ranger, and then the Warrior last, in that order. The Mesmer will just keep reflecting damage at you and doing some insane stuff. The Necromancer will just put a bunch of condition damage on you, so you want to kill him as well. And then the Elementalist just does a bunch of, AoE, the full fire thing. So you just kill them really quick. So we're gonna find the Mesmer. Mesmer hasn't spawned this first round, so we'll just kill the Necromancer first. If the warrior's this close and has this much HP, you might as well just kill him. So there's another Necromancer. But again, these guys have low HP, so it doesn't really matter, you can just kill them. So there's the Mesmer. So I'm gonna mobilize him. Or you can mobilize me. Oh man, my 100 Blade's bugged out there. Blades missed again. And Rise is down, so I'm going to throw down my Elite Banner. If I can get it. Alright, he's good. The Elite Banner is also good in these situations because it's an AoE res. So if there's a bunch of people downed in your group, just use it to res them. Only problem is it's got a 4-minute cooldown on it, which kind of sucks. But so yeah, you gotta use it wisely. Oh, he went offline. That's my friend. I played with him a lot during the first week, but he quit playing as much because he couldn't make gold, so. I did help him get some of his crafting up, but he couldn't make gold on his own, so he didn't want to play anymore. Alright, so we got more. Oh my god. See, that right there was one of the good reasons to be in voice chat, because Rise pulled. Generally, he would have told me that he was going to pull, but yeah. So that's one thing right there that I have an issue with is the Elite Banner. You saw there I used it, but I rolled because I wanted to cancel it. But there's a bug where if you roll while casting the Elite Banner, it still goes on cooldown. So you can see there, it went on cooldown even though I didn't use it. So I don't know what the problem is. Hopefully that's fixed in this patch that keeps popping up for us to restart our clients, but yeah. This is the last mortar for him to repair. So I'm just gonna equip my rifle real quick because the boss is gonna spawn a bit after that. I don't really need the AoE because we got enough AoE here. So you can see how many conditions that Necromancer just put on me. Generally, that's why you want to kill him pretty quick. He does a lot of insane stuff. There we go. So now it's just the last boss. So equip rifle and pew pew.
Bad bait. Here it comes.
This guy, just range attack him or melee him if you feel like it. Again, you can melee or range. Not. I guess what I'm trying to say is one isn't better than the other in any particular way. Range just means you're less likely to die. Melee, you put a lot of risk in being melee range. But like here, I'll just go show you. He doesn't really do anything different. Like yeah, he'll claw at you, so you're more likely to get hit more. But that's pretty much it. Those are giant birds right there. Giant owls. Oh my god. The proportions in this game are kind of fun. Like, have you ever seen a Norn carrying a rock compared to an Asura or a human? It's kind of funny. It's the same thing with the owl summoning skill. If you use it like on a giant boss, it's freaking massive owls. You see here, you don't even have to worry about the ooze. Just attack the boss until he's dead. And there you go, you've completed the dungeon. Level 74. 21 silver. I got 26. Oh, 21 silver from the body. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna restart my game and we'll do the next two dungeons after that.